Okay, so here I am in the lab. I've got my Bunsen burner going, I've got my clamp set up, I have my trough full of water, I have my flask full of water. I have taken the barometric pressure, so the atmospheric pressure is 750.9 torr. And I have the mass of my test tube and the starting materials, and that's 33.69 grams. Okay, so now I'm going to take that test tube and put it over here in the clamp. And then I need to put my stopper on it. Okay, so now I've got my test tube up there with my stopper on it, and I'm going to start to heat that. Turn my flame down a little bit. Okay, and as I do that, you can see over here that I have oxygen gas being generated in my flask. There's the oxygen going into my flask while I'm heating. Okay, I'm going to quit heating that, and I'm going to slide this flask off of here. Alright, then I'm going to have to let that cool. Okay. So the volume of the oxygen gas, I poured water to fill up my flask all the way back up. That took 738 milliliters, so that's the volume of the oxygen gas. I need to take the temperature of the water, which is the gas. Okay, so looks like it's 22.0 degrees Celsius. You can use that number and match that up on the chart that's in your lab to find the vapor pressure of water. And then to find the pressure of the oxygen gas, you have the pressure of the water vapor, the vapor pressure that you just found on that chart. That adds together with the oxygen to get the total. So 750.9 is the total. The pressure of the water you're going to look up on the table, and then you're going to find the pressure of the oxygen. All right, and then at the end of the reaction, the mass of the test tube and the materials left is 32.75. Well, maybe, yeah, 32.76. 32.76. So if you know the mass at the beginning was the KClO3, and now we just found the mass at the end, which is the KCl. So this is the beginning, this is the end. So if you know the beginning number and you know the end number, you should be able to figure out the amount that's of oxygen, because we have law of conservation of mass, and what had to leave that test tube was the oxygen. So that should enable you to find the mass of the oxygen gas collected. And that should be all the data that you need to do the lab.